Father, the Son, and the Holy Bat. Hey there, Toonami faithful, and welcome back aboard Toonami Absolution, where we talk about the shows that made us us and the shows that made you you. Once again, we are your hosts. My name is Alyx.
I'm Sam.
And I'm John. Batman Episode 11 and Episode 12, Two-Face Part 2, 20th of September 1992, and it's never too late, September 10th, 1992. So we're getting our second half of the Two-Face two-parter.
Yes, which is not quite as good, but still pretty good.
I love his goons. I love how much they care about him. How much they're like, hey man, we can get her over here. Like, are you okay? Like, there's something really oddly nice about like his goons caring about him.
Here is the question about the twins that he employs. Since one, apparently there's got to have been some sort of time skip between part one and this.
They say it's been 6 months.
There you go. Okay.
Thorne mentions it in an offhand
line. Right. Are they the first characters that we see die on screen? Because they're not, let's be real, they're not alive. Like, when Rupert Thorne raids the Two-Face base, they show up and then go down.
No, they're just in the next dimension.
It's never explicitly said, but they never get back up, they never show up again, they're probably dead.
Yeah. They died together, though, so that's something.
Like all siblings should.
As they should, you know? But I mean, there was that one guy that got thrown off of a blimp and landed like 70 feet into a bush who was definitely dead.
But if these guys landed in a bush, they'd have been fine. They hit the floor, that was the problem.
Yeah. Like, Rupert Thorne doesn't strike me as the type to just, like, knock them out or whatever. They clearly have been mortally wounded. They walk into the antechamber and they go down.
But they loved their boss, and that was the important part. They just wanted to be supportive.
Yeah.
One of my favourite little cute bit of animation is when they take Grace to Two-Face's club. You see them start like bowing at the door for her. They're both slightly out of sync and looking up at each other like, "Come on, we gotta get this. Oh, come on!" They're slightly off and keep staring at each other. It's a really sweet little detail. But yeah, they do. They really like this guy, and they're genuinely quite nice to her.
Like, there is something. I think I've mentioned it before, but there's something about the mooks in Batman the Animated Series. Like, they all kind of have like a character to them. They all have different reactions and interactions with their bosses. Like, there's a lot of detail that goes into these background characters.
I will say, a thing with Two-Face Part 2 and background stuff is it's a bit contrived. Like, Two-Face's crime spree is attacking Thorne's places which have double themed names. And it's like, Thorne had a lot of places which had two, duo, or twin in the name. Like, a worrying amount. Like, are we sure he's not the one obsessed with twos?
No.
And my favorite thing is that when they sort the money out, Two-Face has a wallet. Like, I don't know why the idea of Two-Face having a wallet. And there's a credit card in there issued to Two-Face.
Yeah.
So Two-Face went to a bank.
Yeah. Or a financial institution, yes. But I mean, it's like, it always kind of bothered me in Batman and Robin when they're bidding on women in a sequence in that movie.
The Bat credit card? Are you talking about the Bat credit card?
I'm talking about the Bat credit card that is issued to Batman with the expiration date forever in reference.
Never leave the cave without it.
Yeah. So it's not the most egregious credit card I think I've ever seen in a Batman thing, but I get it. Yeah, I get it.
It's Bat credit card is especially funny because it's shot like it's meant to be a promotion for something, but I don't think it is.
100%. It's for Visa.
Yeah, is it actually like an in-universe? Is it actually a Visa? I didn't realize.
It's either a Visa or a MasterCard.
Oh, okay.
I believe at the time it was, I think you're right, it was either Visa or MasterCard where you could get the card that looked like that.
Oh my god, I want a Bat credit card.
We all want a Bat credit card.
I'm going to debt for a Bat card.
I talk shit about the Bat credit card. I want a Bat credit card.
But Two-Face's credit card is obviously his business credit card for his evil empire. Like, that's the thing that we're not thinking about, is that clearly he has a business account here.
Well, it looks more like a diners club.
They're the only people who would accept him.
Like, look, The credit union's not going to take you after a certain point, you know?
Yeah, not even Discover is going to take an application from Two-Face.
You have to pay Amex to let them even give you a credit card, and they're not going to take your money.
Yeah.
Amusingly, the number on the card is 666, so I do think that the manager was messing with him.
Yeah.
He is the devil. But yeah, like also we get a Bruce dream sequence with his overwhelming guilt and Harvey being like, "You should have saved me."
And parents, we get another, Thomas Martha Wayne glimpse.
Yeah.
Which,
Batman's complex guilt.
For animated series, we don't see them as often as you'd think. So it's always interesting whenever they show up.
Yeah.
One of Martha's only credited lines in the show as well.
Yeah.
And it's just to make Batman feel bad.
It does give me one of my favourite lines of the entire Batman animated series, though. When Bruce's comment is, "I wonder what Two-Face dreams of."
Electric sheep.
Yeah, probably. But they're half and half. They're black on one side, white on the other.
It's that line of, "Are you dreaming, Harvey? Are you somewhere still in there?" Like my roommates were watching it with me, and my one roommate was really, really big into the fan fiction for this series like a couple decades ago, and it's like Harvey and Bruce is their thing. Yep. So
Batface.
Batface. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this episode's fun. I also like the Phantom of the Opera of it all. Kind of, we kind of had that with the cliffhanger from last week, but I do like the pull off of the half mask,
the half hood.
Yeah, half hood. Sure.
So who do you think tailored that suit for Harvey? To the half black, half white suit and the alternating tie. How much do you think that cost, and where do you think he went to get it?
I always like the idea in Invincible, and I think it's been done in during James Tynion's run on Detective Comics or Batman as well. That the idea that there's a character called the Designer who does that, like that's their role, is to cater to, both heroes and villains in Gotham that need some threads.
Yeah, I like that, but I also like the idea that he had to go to two different designers, and this is actually like there's a white suit and a black suit, and then he did it himself.
Yeah,
I like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I mean, if he was buying it, he'd be there flipping the coin, if he had to haggle or not. That's a little bit much. Can you go down to, "Oh no, I'm paying full price. Sorry."
I do enjoy how restrictive his rules are. It's like, hey, we didn't talk about jewelry. We got to check the coin if we're going to take some jewelry from this.
I don't. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm gonna say something less substantial.
I was gonna say that I like the coin. I like the fact one of the early things we see of the coin is him not getting what he wants from it. I think too much stuff in when they do Two-Face with the coin will just have him flip constantly, and it will always come up what he wants, which kind of undermines the entire point of having it. So I like here, it's like he gives himself a chance, and he does lose out at least once.
Yeah, I mean that was one of my sticking points in Batman Forever, that there's an entire sequence of Tommy Lee Jones just frustratedly flipping a coin until it comes off nasty side up. And it's just like, brother, you know what you want to do. Like, I get it, you're like twisted, but yeah, I like it when he sticks with the coin flip. That's the entire point of the coin flip. I don't know if it was the initial broadcast or some random like repeat broadcast, like on Toonami or whatever. Once I was watching this particular episode, and in the scene where Harvey twists the twins' arm for trying to grab more money than he's, allotted, an announcer came and spoke over. An announcer came and spoke over that sequence to, I guess, mask the pain in that scene. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, I don't. That was the one unintentional bit, or maybe intentional bit, of censorship I've ever had with Batman the Animated Series.
See if I can find a recording of that. Sounds interesting.
Yeah,
dig out that piece of censorship right there.
I was just like, oh well, and I think Batman does it even worse, right? He hurts the guy even worse. But since it's Batman, I think we just let it go.
Oh,
it is Batman.
Batman goes really into beating these gangsters up. He has a hell of a time.
Yeah, he really lays into these guys. It's rough. This is a little bit of an unhinged Bruce for a second there.
It also amuses when we get to the final fight scene. Again, we have Tor Johnson School of Combat, where Harvey's just yeeting people by the waist.
He's a big guy.
I love the fact that we go to it's traditional. Like we have the Thorne's woman who annoys Grace, so obviously Grace has to fight her. And even in the 90s, women can only fight by grabbing each other's hair and flailing. Like we haven't got to the point yet where we can have a girl know a combat maneuver.
Listen, I'm going to say, as a person who has worked in education for almost 20 years now, that I will get in between boys fighting 100%, not to be gender essentialist, but I will get in between boys fighting because they're usually done pretty quick. Girls, I will not get in between girls fighting. That is where I see the most bloodshed. I had one girl who, this is a true story, by the way. She had acrylics. She would put razor blades underneath her acrylics. And like one time she carved the shit out of this one girl's face. It was crazy.
Wow, that is like some Peaky Blinders shit.
Listen, to say.
Listen, you see some shit working in education, man.
Yeah, I remember in high school the girl fights were always the most
violent.
Yeah.
I know it's always thrown me in stuff when they have because like I think the thing the pulling of the hair and like slamming each other into the walls is more violent than if she just did like an arm drag or something to take her to the floor. You know, it's like, but we can't have women do proper combat, so all their fight sequences end up being way more vicious than if they had been like said, oh, she just happens to know karate or something. Also, I do like during that Rupert Thorne is stuck in a Three Stooges situation because he's trapped in a chandelier. Like
yeah,
everyone else is
stuck in that.
Everyone else is dying, and he's having to stooge it up over there.
It is actually very funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Rupert Thorne. That's still loving the John Vernon voice. Still loving brings some real gravitas to the kind of mobster archetype. And we
really
won't see this isn't the last, of course, of Rupert Thorne. We don't get Carmine Falcone in this. It's just Rupert now that
we don't get Falcone in this.
It's amazing how well he does with the character, considering Thorne gets so little like actual development beyond just being big
mobster guy.
Yeah, he's
in our next episode.
He is. Before we move on to that, I want to bring up, just because to break from tradition, Kevin Altieri in his interview about the production of this episode, the interviewer says that Don Yang Animation Co. Limited's animation wasn't as good as the animation found in Part 1. And unusually for Batman the Animated Series, Kevin Altieri defends the animation company. He says, it looks just like the layouts. In Part 1, really great animators took some liberties from the layouts we provided. Unlike Bruce Timm, who's here constantly going, everyone sucks. Kevin Altieri's like, actually, no, they did a good job. Give them credit. It's like, oh.
God, Bruce, stop being such a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, I don't think... I don't think this one is as good as Part 1, but I still like this one.
Still like it a lot. Like it's not bad at all.
It's like the difference between Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and Best of Both Worlds Part 2. Best of Both Worlds Part 1 is like God tier. Best of Both Worlds Part 2 is like pretty good.
Pretty good.
This one is hampered by having to be an action cartoon.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like the first one is very this is more talky. Bruce Timm's quote on the second part is really fun as well. He's like, "This is such an adult show that I bet kids don't like it. There's not a whole lot of action and Batman's hardly in it. It's a lot of talking heads, but it works on such a powerful emotional level that I'm sure anyone over the age of 6 is going to get sucked right into it. It's absolutely compelling. They always talk about Batman films as being so psychological. Bullshit. This episode is a compelling psychological drama. It's like, Bruce, man, pull it back.
Oh,
Put
man.
it back. See? Now we got the Italian Catholic episode, which like really, I kind of came out of nowhere for me because I forgot about the Italian Catholic episode. But man, I grew up with those guys.
It's really, I mean, yeah, I'm sure being from New York, 100%. Like the this episode is really like we're really leaning into the pulp noir. Like you could imagine this being like a Spencer Tracy and Humphrey Bogart movie. That just happens to have Batman in it, like these archetypes. This is very much like somebody took like a 1930s or 40s gangster movie and repurposed it for Batman.
I mean, this is basically the story of angels with dirty faces. If you've
ever
seen that film.
Yeah. Speaking of Humphrey Bogart, sure.
It's angels with dirty faces, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I find it so weird in a kids cartoon for it to be so explicitly Catholic.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know how many people know this, but like Catholics are not the most represented Christian denomination in the United States, not by a long shot. And it's just weird for exactly how Catholic it feels. But then again, there's a lot more drip in being Catholic than there is in other religions.
Yeah, this wouldn't work if you went to a Mormon priest in a basement somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know how Mormons do in Gotham City, but Gotham
Yeah.
is supposed to be like New York, and Catholics tend to be on the coasts. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's sometimes you just need that imagery. I think you really just need like it's just kind of like The Exorcist wouldn't work if it involved Unitarians.
no,
I
or The
just,
Omen.
I lost it a little bit when Batman was like, I have to see someone. Next thing you see him, it's a priest, and he looks up and Batman's there. I was like, yes, Robin, Nightwing, the Catholic Church, Batman's famous sidekicks.
I mean, like, let's be fair here. You know, he is very much doing the Lord's work. So
It's also funny to me that the priest doesn't seem shocked, meaning this has happened more than once.
that's his priest. That is Bruce Wayne's priest. I'm calling it now. Bruce Wayne is Catholic.
The Bat Priest is here.
I would watch the episode of the Bat Priest. I would be down for that.
Yes. Okay, go ahead. I was going to cover up the plot very quickly.
I was just gonna say a joke, so it's.
Oh no, I'd like to hear a Catholic joke, so then you can get cancelled.
Catholic joke? Oh, I was just like, I wonder what those confessions are like.
I mean, technically, punching the Joker isn't a sin. Jesus didn't cover that one.
Being the priest that hears Batman's confession and you can't tell anybody, because that's part of being a priest, is that you literally are not allowed to tell anybody what was said in the confessional.
Just reminds me of that Tumblr post of weird but not a sin.
Weird, not a sin, but weird.
So yeah, this is the idea of Stromwell, an old gangster. Him and Thorne's men are having a sort of a tate-to-tate. Stromwell thinks Thorne has taken his son Joseph. We learn that Batman is basically trying to have Stromwell come to Jesus moment by showing him that his son is hooked on drugs. It's kind of an anti-drug PSA. Well, it's weird because you think this episode is going to be an anti-drugs PSA, but we kind of moved past Joseph being in a hospital room nearly dead pretty damn quickly.
Yeah, it's more of an anti-train PSA if you really think about it.
It really is. Because, yeah, we keep getting flashbacks to Stromwell's childhood where he got his foot stuck in a train track. His brother told him to get out, so he pulled out. But this led to his brother getting snuck up on by another train.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if you get crept up on by a diesel locomotive, that's your own fault.
An underground diesel locomotive, too, by the way. I do want to point this out, is that this is a diesel locomotive that is clearly underground, which makes no sense.
The carbon monoxide would get to you pretty damn quickly.
There would be no oxygen in there. They would be dead already.
It's just, this is like, in terms of the weird one-off episodes that we've covered before, this is one of the better ones, mostly because it, is Angels with Dirty Faces plus Batman. But it is a weird episode coming off of Two-Face.
But it explores a similar theme, which I think is really interesting, because a chunk of this is about Stromwell's guilt and how that has shaped him. And in many ways, like, it's that, like, oh, because this happened to my brother because of me, I am clearly a bad person. And of course, his brother is a priest. So that obviously is not going to make that comparison easier, especially in an Italian family. Like, no, it's just going to be worse. So I see thematically how they can have a conversation with each other, because Stromwell makes the choice to flip and talk to the cops.
Only at the very end, like, cause he flips first and then tries to shoot Batman.
Yeah.
And then I think that's the thing with this episode. There's this kind of, we have like 4 plot lines at the start, and because the brother being the priest is a twist. We're not told that until the very end, but it does feel like that twist removes every other plot line going on. We just kind of forget that, we're back together as brothers. Okay, you see your son is still dying in that hospital ward. You might want to... No, okay, I was walking into the sunset. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Walking in sunsets to give him last rites.
Yeah, this isn't about saving your son. It's about saving your relationship with your brother. But your son is still in rough shape.
Also, Thorne's men are still here. You should probably...
I always hated that sequence of the not as good brother trying to basically trying to betray Batman with a hunting rifle. Hate that shit.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me as well that they do like the walking around the table thing.
Yeah.
It's like, Bruce, just grab it. Like, you're Batman. This is an armored suit. Just in this.
It's an old man. It's an old man holding a bolt-action hunting rifle. I think you'll be okay.
I think you'll be fine. You know, the flintlock pistol doesn't do as much damage as you think it does.
Ruffian.
Yeah, no, it's I think I really like this one, but I did midway through forget it was a Batman episode for like a hot second. I did kind of forget.
Yeah, it's a very off kilter. We've got another weird one-off next week that I think I kept referencing before.
Yeah.
Yeah, these kind of like these more pulpy episodes. Of them, this is my favorite, but it is coming off a two-parter all about Two-Face that's just so magnificently done. It is an odd change of pace.
This is also a Boyd Kirkland episode, which
It
is
is.
very fun.
Yeah. Stick to yogurt, Kirkland.
His reason for liking this episode is kind of interesting though, because he's like, I like this so much. It's that Batman is not driving around playing catch up. He knows what's going on and is behind the scenes manipulating the situation to serve his ends. To me, this is the epitome of how Batman should be portrayed. I guess religious.
Yeah, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Bat.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like. He is right that Batman does seem to know what's going on more than anyone else, but to a slightly odd degree that he knows what's going on more than anyone else. Because, like, the start is we get another brilliant Bruce disguise where he's just glued a beard onto himself. He's like, oh, he's listening in on the mobsters have their conversation. He's like, oh, because they're going to try and kill the other guy. It's like, Bruce, how did you know they were here? How long have you pretended to be drunk on that table for? And then he just puts a track, like a recorder on the table when he's leaving, being escorted out. You could have done that at any point in the last 3 hours. You didn't need to do the drunk person act. You could have just gone in and done it.
I wonder how regimented Bruce Wayne's schedule is, because clearly he has public appearances he's got to make. He's got Wayne Enterprises. He's got even with Lucius Fox, he still has to do that during the day. This kind of suggests that he has days blocked out where he's just in Matches Malone mode, where he's just like, I'm going to go to ground and do recon. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay, that like your Thursdays, like what is your day where you do this?
you know that Alfred has that calendar on lock. That calendar is color coded. It is organized. It is handwritten so that nobody can find copies of it. It is perfect.
It's Tuesday, Master Bruce. Here's your fake beard and overcoat.
Yeah.
Very good, sir. Very good.
Yes.
I glued it on while you were sleeping.
We're going to go ahead and spritz the whiskey on your cheeks so you smell of liquor.
And we made sure to get the cheap one this time around, sir, so that no one could call you out for being a bougie bitch.
We're using the cheap one, sir, not because I drank the expensive one.
Another write-off, I believe so.
And as a write-off, that $1,500 hot toddy that Alfred just had.
Yeah.
Doing bits. Just here we are doing the bat bits. Anyway.
I mean, it does, because like Batman has a lot of free time for this guy, and you've got to wonder the order of events. Like, did Batman hear about the gang war? Because the gang war is reported on the news, and what I love is they have it on the news. Oh, Catherine. And Commissioner Gordon then does an interview with the news where he sounds positively gleeful. He's like doing it like he's a footballer now, so giving the play-by-play. Like, well, it looks like the old lion's being taken out tonight. Like, you're the police chief. You should be stopping this.
No, I mean it's like a Punisher situation. He's just like, hey, he's doing the job for me.
That the girls are fighting and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Listen, do you know how ironclad Commissioner Gordon's contract is? Do you know how much his union is protecting him? Exactly. He doesn't have to do jack and shit if he doesn't want to.
Well, that's because his union rep is this weird man with a beard who sounds a lot like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, but he can't possibly be Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne can't be everywhere. Bruce Wayne's a billionaire playboy philanthropist.
Rapidly running it out of the bathroom. Oh, where's he gone? I'll go fetch him.
Bruce Wayne isn't real. He can't hurt you.
It's like, did he like hear out the gang war, then go, well, I should go see if that guy's son's in hospital just for intimidation purposes? Or did he hear the guy's son was in hospital and has been holding it back for like the last 3 weeks? I've got to wait till he's at his lowest. Like going into that hospital room, just giving the son charcoal. Like, you can't die yet, son. Need to use you as part of a metaphor.
Yeah, Batman's been keeping him alive with his rich boy science.
Good news, your father's had a change of heart. Bad news, I'm not covering your treatment anymore.
This is America, bitch.
Don't need you anymore. This is one of the episodes that it's really nice in the moment, but the second the episode ends and you start thinking about what happened, you end up going, wait, what? What happened?
Yeah, like I say, it's a weird one, guys. It's a weird one, but we get some Rupert Thorne.
Yes. Bruce Timm likes this episode. He's toned down since the last interview. He's like, it's a real witty script, and Boyd Kirkland did a great job at delivering it. His storyboards were staged brilliantly. There's this one great shot on the storyboard. You're looking at a church and the camera pans to where a restaurant is. I found that it was the first time I actually thought of Gotham as a real place. It's easy for the city to just be a backdrop, but here it felt like it had geography.
That you impressed the Tim. That's all. Yeah. That's all it takes.
Which we found out it's apparently much harder than you think.
Yeah, Bruce Timm has not been impressed in any of these interviews you've shared with us so far. So this is like positively glowing from him.
He just likes Boyd Kirkland, I presume.
Like Boyd Kirkland, you know.
I've had the pleasure of talking to Bruce Timm before. He's lightened up.
Did he give you Did he give you any compliments? Did he say anything nice about you or
about me specifically? Not that I can remember.
Well, there you go. Like, still kind of a grouch.
Yeah. Ask him about animation studios and just start throwing tables.
I was talking to him about Superman the animated series when it got remastered for Blu-ray a few years back, and he was just really jovial about it. I do think that comes with the benefit of time and age. I think he's mellowed out somewhat.
And Superman's a bit more upbeat, like.
Oh yeah, I mean, also I think he feels better. I'd be curious what he feels about the new Batman adventures compared to Batman the animated series.
I think we're gonna find out.
We might in like 3 seasons.
But
I do like the idea now. We may be learning that maybe this magazine's interviewer was just really good at riling him up.
Yeah, maybe this magazine interview was poking with a stick.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those interviews are always interesting too.
Before we go into final thoughts, because we are getting close on the end, are there any other fun facts that we should know about these episodes?
Not specifically. We get 2 fun references in Two-Face Part 2. For the next 5 minutes, I'm in control, which is from Dog Day Afternoon.
Yes.
The opportunity film. And we also had a name drop to the Outer Limits, because Thorne says, don't bother to adjust the picture. And then gets cut off. But yeah, don't bother to adjust your set or the picture. We are in control. Is the start of the Outer Limits.
Oh, I like that.
I always like that. I think the Toonami promo uses that for...
It does.
Yeah. Because it's just too good to pass out.
And the Outer Limits is just great. It's one of the better of those anthology series from the era.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. Let's get those final thoughts, my friends.
Two-Face Part 2, great. Again, not quite as good as the first, but I think that's just because I ascribe so much quality and childhood nostalgia to the first part. Twins are dead, and second, It's Never Too Late is fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's just weird.
Yeah, Two-Face Part 2 is good, but it's held back by the fact it has to be an action cartoon to be shown on Toonami at 4:30 p.m. So they are forced to kind of have Two-Face not just stand around talking about his, his life problems for a little bit and do something with it. So it's held back by that, but it's still a really fun episode. It's Never Too Late is fun in the moment. It will be a really good thing to watch on TV. I think it's just when you stop and think about it or have to write, to fill a 30-minute discussion about it, you start sort of finding the plot doesn't make a great amount of sense. And I don't know, it may be just a me thing, but just the idea of Batman being like, I need to consult a priest. And then the spinning Batman 60s thing. It's just, there's something to me so comedic about that. But it's a nice episode. I like the emotional core. And it's nice to see a anti-drugs episode that isn't just a cartoon All Stars to the rescue, where it's like if you even look at marijuana funny, you will explode. So yeah, it's a fun episode. Just don't think about it.
I mean, part Two-Face is part Two-Face. You know, we've gotten his origin, we have understood it. I agree the first one is a lot more intense, but like I do think this is a good way to wrap up this two-parter. I like Angels with Dirty Faces, so I really liked the second episode. I love mobster content. I think that the mobster content is some of the best stuff in Batman sometimes. It is weird. And the more I think about it, the more those plot holes open up like crazy. And sadly, Gotham does not have a Mayor Mamdani to fill in that many potholes, you know? But I did enjoy it. I mean, it's Batman the Animated Series. Even if it's at its worst, it is better than a ton of other stuff. But this isn't even close to being at its worst. This is fun. It's fun to rewatch these and remember these weird one-off episodes that I completely forgot about. But that does mean we have pulled into our final destination. That's right. It is time for us to disembark from Toonami Absolution. We want to thank you once again in joining us and talking about the shows that made us us and the shows that made you you. We have been your hosts. My name is Alyx.
I'm Sam.
And I'm John.
And we'll see you next time. Bang.